just gonna click start streaming, so like everyone can see the nice HD.
Could you send me a link to your YouTube channel?
Yeah, that's what I'm
The
gonna
one
do
you
next.
stream from?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do next.
Okay.
So let's get in here. Yeah. Get in there. So many gumballs videos. I just realized I put an S, so you have to say so many gumballs videos. You're saying two plurals. It's my life now and forever. Never gonna live forever. So I need to click up. Do this page. There we go. So here, I'm gonna send you. Oh, that's right. I can't. Dude, our fucking channel comes fourth.
Where are you?
So many gumballs videos. Okay, I'm turning. My mic sounds like super quiet.
Yeah.
Here. Shit. So you can't. I'm so quiet. Fucking A. Let me. Let's see if I can turn this up. Shit. That sucks. Do this page. There we go. So here, I'm gonna. Okay, how does that sound?
It sounds okay. It's a little loud though.
It's a little loud? Shit.
Yeah.
Okay, let me fix it.
Come on, game.
How does that? Does this sound better?
A little better, yeah.
Okay, is it still loud?
Well, I can hear some like background static, but other than that, it's fine.
That's weird that you can pick up my roommates, but it still sounds quiet. Fucking A, that's bugging me.
It is a little weird, honestly. Here, let me,
Okay.
I gotta go hide in the house so I can, like, check out all this stuff.
Yeah.
Link.
Shit, so you can't. I'm so quiet.
Like, I need food.
Okay, am I quiet again?
No, not really.
Okay.
It's better.
Okay. So yeah, the second link is to the channel, which is actually it's the current live stream that we're doing, and you can see what my screen looks like now.
Cool.
So yeah, if you take a look, you can see how it looks HD. My screen.
Cool.
Oh shit! I forgot to eat. I'm down to 1 heart. So I put the bread back. I just ate enough to fill up. Yeah, so now we just have to work on our...
Oh man, it's kind of out of sync. It's great.
What do you mean it's out of sync?
For this, the stream is just a little bit behind what's going on in real time. So
I thought you meant like the audio or something. I was gonna go, oh fuck, dude, man, I'm gonna have to fix that.
It's kind of.
How does it look? What do you think?
Let's see. I've gotta let me reload real quick. My internet.
Like maybe mute me so you could just.
Yeah, I will. 1 second.
Oh, that is a weird glitch. It's still doing that. It's doing a weird screen flicker every time I mine something. So like if I just walk and look around, so you're probably watching the video, so you can't reply back to me. So like yeah, you can see how like it has the light and shading, and then how like if you get up close, you can
Okay.
see the individual.
I'm looking at it, and it looks pretty great, actually.
So
I've got to like get this up and running.
yeah, so what I sent you is going to it's Optifine and a shader pack, which basically is going to make everything, and it'll even give you the link to this thing, which is going to be, and if it doesn't give you the link, I can give you the link to it because it's, oh, I don't know why I alt tabbed out. Let's go to options, resource packs. It's called default plus improved, which I will,
Okay.
actually let me go.
Yeah, like I said, I need to get like my mod. Oh, without Forge. Oh man, that's great. Forge is like what I've been having issues with because like I get
Yeah.
like with my lack of technical.
So yeah, the thing's
Okay,
called.
I'm gonna return to playing. I really have to get that installed. It's gonna be excellent. My computer's actually pretty old. I'm not sure if it'll be able to run it to excellent. And of course, I'll subscribe to the YouTube channel and be the first subscriber.
Oh, neat! You're gonna be the first one.
Yeah. So 1 second.
Yeah, go
And
for it. It's real neat.
first subscriber. First in a
Neat.
long line of subscribers. Hopefully, subscribers. I don't know. For some time now I've been thinking about like doing like review type stuff because that's kind of what I enjoy watching.
Well, tell you what, I can give you the link to the streaming option. I can even set you up if you want to.
Yeah. If you can give me the link, that'd be just great, so I can go look at it later on.
So like I have the ability.
Oh yeah, I was working. Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say I can give you the ability. I'll just set you up with the OBS program. So like any program you want to do it. So the way we do it is we just have a static image. So you can go visit the video that you, me, and or the thing you, me, and Kyle recorded.
Mhm.
And
Is it getting night? Oh yeah, it is. I didn't even know.
oh, yeah, I'm just standing around like an idiot. Oh, yep. Let me run back up. Oh, dude, my food ran fast. Didn't even heal me. Dang.
Yeah, that's the problem with bread. It goes through really fast.
Yep.
Bread's like the best cheap food though, in terms like it's so easy to make lots of it.
Yeah, it'll definitely make your game look so much nicer. Also, I'll leave it up for anybody else in the game who wants to join us and look like this. Cause it'll.
Okay, I'm gonna go work on the quarry because it seems like we really do need more supplies. But like my idea is I'm gonna have like this massive tree that's just going into the sky. Then I'm gonna carve like a face into the tree, like a creepy face, and then fill it with magma blocks
Well,
that are set.
What I told Kyle is like I'm gonna keep working. So like right now I'm just streaming to let you see what it looks like. But I'm probably not going to stream all the time. Like right now I'm just streaming so that you could see what my HD mod looks like, just kind of give you an idea. And then from there what I'm gonna do is well yeah, I'm just gonna stream the HD mod. But like when I'm not streaming and I'm just jumping on the play, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna either work on, so like right now I'm working on the actual farm area. So I'm gonna build a big ass farmhouse. What I'm thinking is, I don't know if as soon as I get this area cut out, if I just want to build the pens and then go work on my area until I can get. No. I need the tree farm. I need to start building the tree farm soon.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that stuff offline, or sorry, not streaming.
Yeah. the water from above kind of makes it look like it's raining in here. It's funny.
Oh, I know. I like that. I don't know why, but I like that aesthetic because it has like the light dripping and everything going on.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle said he might be back on.
Okay.
And then he said he's pretty much going to do the same thing as like once all this Christmas stuff is done, he's going to be on here doing his part. And so
Yeah,
sorry, go on.
I'm just gonna be busy on Christmas Eve and Christmas itself, but like after that, I'll be free to play as much as I want
So
for a little while.
So I asked Kyle if it's possible to write books in this game. So what we're going to do is we are going to role play the lore. Is what one day we're going to bring someone in. We're going to do like a light rundown of like what the main idea of the lore is, and then we're going to basically kind of like just come up with it on the fly. And then we're going to write the book in the game, and then we're going to have a library where you can physically find the books.
Yeah, you can only write like 250 pages, and I think you can only fit like 30 words a page, but it's still better than nothing.
Yes, but we could still do like a little storybook thing almost.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're gonna come up with a story, and I'm thinking like we could either do the whole like almost improv thing where like we bring someone in and we're just describing the story of this world, because the whole idea is this is I was telling Kyle I have an idea on how we can build the main castle, is that we can go piece by piece. Like, so for example, I told Kyle, so the main entrance to the castle, the area you walk into, basically the lobby area, I want to build the library that connects to it. And my idea is that, like, however the lobby attaches to it, it's going to, I have at least 3 stories up, is that you walk into this, like, 4AI area that has, like, a wall between, like, the library, and it's, like, this, like, hallway that goes around the library. But the 3rd story are the rich ones, so they're going to be the big apartments, and they have a balcony look down into the library, which is going to be this kind of labyrinth I'm going to build, like this little labyrinth where there's going to be switches so you can move the bookcases around to get to certain areas. Kind of like one of those like old RPG, like the JRPGs, where like you'd have to hit switches to get to certain areas of the game. Now, what do you think?
I saw this
Sorry, go on.
What? No, I was just gonna say something stupid.
What's that?
You made me think, like, I saw, like, this argument that these guys, like, were having on Reddit about somebody, should they be able to review RPGs if they haven't played Chrono Trigger?
Oh, God, I hate that. I hate that gatekeeping mentality when it comes to, like, I hate all the gatekeeping in video games. Like, I hate this idea of, like, oh, you know, like, you can't talk about this type of game unless you played this type of game, unless you played this game. Oh, you like JRPGs? Then, you know, like, you can't talk about JRPGs unless you've played, like, Chrono Trigger, or you played Final Fantasy VII.
Well, you know, looking at it from a logical perspective, like, a game should be able to stand on its own without any context.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I hate that idea of that, like, your credentials of, like, how you rate and look at something is based off of this arbitrary period that you deem it. Like, dude, I got the original Final Fantasy as a Christmas gift. I played the fuck out of that game. Like, dude, you know how hard that game is? You get bodied in the tutorial.
Yeah.
Like, you get, like, you could, like, start the game, literally walk out the main village and get your party wiped in the first battle.
Yeah.
That's how hard that game is if you don't know what you're doing. I'm not going to say you can't talk about JRPGs unless you played that game, or, like, you can't talk about hard unless you played that.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Well,
but go on.
You know, but on the other hand, like, one of the things I've found is some games, like Fire Emblem Awakening, it's a pretty good game, but, like, within the context of being a Fire Emblem game, it's kind of a little worse, because one of the things is, like, its lore is a lot less concise than almost every entry in the franchise, and like the gameplay is a lot less like varied than some of the other titles. So that's like the other side of the coin. Like it's a good game. I'm just not sure if it's a good Fire Emblem game. You know?
Can I admit something? I
What?
never liked Fire Emblems for their stories. I found Fire Emblem had the same problem that like almost all JRPGs eventually that long-running JRPGs got to me is that their story becomes so fucking stupid. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but like let's not pretend JRPG stories are like like the most coherent one. Like there are good stories. I'm not gonna pretend there aren't. There are great JRPGs out there that have like great narratives that are very very good, but
Hmm.
you got to admit there's just as many. They're like people like to act like JRP like this. Uh, so there's this thing I was trying to come up with a word for.
Okay, one second. I gotta go get some.
Okay, go on. I'll continue the thought later when you come back.
Thank you.
Carving out some cobblestone, breaking my
Okay, I'm
picks.
back.
Okay, so I was trying to come up with this word for something. So you know how like people like to pretend so like slasher movies. People like to
Hmm.
pretend that like when you look at slasher movies you're like, "Oh, well, what about Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street and Halloween and all those big name slasher movies?" But no one ever talks about the truly horrendous ones like Sick, or talks about the truly weird ones like Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Okay, I mean some people
Hmm.
talk about it, but people have this mentality that they tend to forget all the shit that came along with it. Like
Do you know Sturgeon's Law?
uh no, what is it?
90% of all media is shit.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. 90% of all media is shit. So it's like this idea of like, so look at the Paranormal Activity movies. So there
Hmm.
became this like movie. There was this like kind of group of movies where everyone was watching these ghost movies, and it was
Hmm.
like Paranormal Activity and Sinister and all this shit. Now, I will be the dickhead that says there was probably only about one fucking good series, and there was a handful of good movies. Um,
Hmm.
the sun's going down, but it's not like down down yet.
Okay,
Just giving you a
I'll
heads up.
turn around.
Turn around. So like, it, that's the same thing as like I'm not gonna say that movement was like perfect, but at the same time I'm not gonna sit there and pretend that like it was full of shit or anything like that. It was like everything else. Like yeah, 90% of it was bad, like everything else. Like let's be serious. 90% of movies, comic book movies that aren't like Marvel, fucking suck ass.
Yeah,
Like
all the DC so far.
I mean, like there are good DC movies, but they are, far and few between. To be completely
Um,
honest.
the old, like the very first Superman movies.
Oh, those were so good. I mean,
Those ones. But like, I think one of the things is like they didn't pretend Superman was some sort of complex character. He's Superman, you know.
no, that's a
He swoops in and
fucking
saves people.
Superman's never been a complex character. You know who Superman is? Superman's the man who has to bat 100 every time, every single day, because if he gives 99%, Man of Steel is what you get, and that's the problem with Man of Steel. Like, you could have showed that entire fucking story point of Man of Steel with just a single person dying. Because I'll tell you what, if you did the entire Man of Steel movie, um, but only one person died, shit got destroyed, and Superman saved everyone but one person, you could have the end of that movie Superman clutching that one person and crying. And that would have been
Hmm.
just as. Really?
What? I didn't put that down.
And then I must have. I might have did that by accident then. But you could have done that
Yeah.
entire movie with that one scene of a single person dying, and it would have been just as fucking impactful to that fucking story as that stupid fucking Man of Steel movie. And I'm a fan of Superman, but all you would have to have is one little girl that died in an accident, and you could have had that same moment of him
Oh crap.
in the street crying. Oh, there's a spider
Yeah. I have no
and
idea
a
how they
zombie.
got there.
Oh,
I have no idea how they got there. It's
oh,
pretty well lit up.
I see some darks. Okay, so if you come back here, there's a couple. You see in that back corner, there's a dark spot, and there's like a dark. You might have to put some down in the.
I don't have any torches.
I'll put some torches down here. Ow! The fucker hit me. Dick.
They like do it in the darkness only.
Okay, so I threw up some torches here.
Okay.
Kyle's got the majority of the torches because he's doing all of the.
I think you.
What? I gave you a shitload of torches.
Oh yeah, I see them. Never mind. Sorry, I was just having trouble. But anyway, I was just thinking about it because, like, you know, I'm kind of like a fan of the Fire Emblem series, so like I'll probably make more allowances for it than like most people would.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing. I wanna say this as one huge fucking nerd to another. It is perfectly okay for you to give your favorite series passes when they are your favorite series. Like that's the fucking point of being a fan is looking at something and going, "Yeah, I know it's bad, but fuck you, I still like it."
Yeah. Well, like there's entire parts of like Fire Emblem the Blazing Blade like that just don't make sense. And like I kind of acknowledge they don't make sense, but I still like those games, you know? Like the villain could have so easily could have won and gotten what he wanted. He's just decided, I'm gonna leave the heroes alive. Her.
Well, okay, have you ever seen Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade?
Yes.
So that entire movie would have had the same ending regardless whatever Indiana Jones had done. Not only that, but Indiana Jones had led them to that situation. They wouldn't have gotten to it if it wasn't for Indiana Jones. In fact, his entire interaction was the reason that they got there and was able to open up the fuck, I already forgot what it was called. The sarcophagus or whatever it is that basically unleashes the fear of God. It's this huge plot hole, and you know what? We accept it because it was this huge cultural touchstone that we all agree upon. We all love equally. It's like it's why people got so super fucking defensive over the last Star Wars movie. There are people out there that saw this as a way for them to like go, yeah, I've been a Star Wars fan for years, and then you got people who were like, God, some of this is bad, and then you had people who are just like who genuinely wanted to be trolls about it. Like, I mean, let's be serious.
Yeah. Well, I actually didn't like the newest Star Wars movies.
And you know what?
But
I know a lot of people who didn't like it.
I've kind of decided to put what?
I know a lot of people who didn't like it. I didn't like it either. But
I've kind of decided to put aside like my dislike of it because, like, you know, if some people enjoy it, like, I don't care.
I described it this way. It feels as though the series doesn't want me as a fan because they feel as though they're embarrassed by it almost. Again, that might just be projecting by how the media has been kind of projecting it onto people. Because like if you don't like it, you're this, that, and the other. And I hate that kind of journalism. So like I look at it as, okay, I get it. I'm not really the kind of person you want to sell to. Fine, but don't be a dick about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean. I don't know. I was just kind of thinking about it because, like, you know, there are games where if you've seen like how similar things in the same genre can be better, it may make you like them more. But on the other hand, like, I don't. It's like a weird kind of debate.
Have you ever played the Darksiders games?
No, not yet.
So the interesting thing about the Darksider games are they can always be described as so-and-so game meets God of War. Like the first one was very much God of War meets Legend of Zelda. It was really neat. It was really weird, but it was God of War meets Legend of Zelda. It it doesn't make them bad games. Like they're not bad games. They're like the B movie of video games. Like they're not bad. They're not
something you just put on because like you just want to have a good time.
Yes, exactly. I mean, oh, I thought that was a golden egg. I was gonna get all excited. I'm like, dude, we got a golden egg. You got a golden
Wait, are there golden eggs?
I thought so. I was getting excited. I don't think there is, personally.
That'd be cool though. Like, if you could like, they'd add chickens in one random chicken, like in like 1,000 lays golden eggs. Like you can just farm gold from the eggs.
I'm gonna set a
That'd be hilarious.
chest down here so I can start putting the cobblestone and stuff.
Is there a chest?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw a chest down here just so we can collect. So I can throw all my. I'm gonna put it down here on the path, like right here. I'm just gonna. You know what? No, I'm gonna sit it right here in this corner. So it's actually sit it right here so it's nearby you and me. I'm gonna put all the cobblestone and dirt and shit in it. It's literally just as I'm digging this area out when I'm putting. I'm even gonna throw in my buckets. And yeah, I'm gonna clean out the rest of this, kind of make it squared up.
I've gotta go. You make another chest so I can have like my supplies for my super tree.
Yeah, go on. There actually should be some wood for you to make a chest up there.
No, I already have like a bunch of wood.
Yeah, go on.
Well,
I was gonna say, yeah, go. If you want to go work on your area, go ahead. I'm just gonna keep.
But no, I kind of wanted to get the quarry going so we could like get some supplies to build stuff with, and
Actually, I'm gonna stop streaming, so I just really wanted to show you what the Optifine looked like.
Yeah.
So I might mute my.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah. So I might mute my mic just so I can listen to podcasts for a little bit.
Okay, I'll probably